So today in this particular video, let's discuss about the range and yeah, let's discuss about the range simply. So basically, let's start with the programming stuff. Let's use Sprint. When it comes to the real Groovy programming language, if you have a real software over that particular programming language, you can simply perform the collect stuff. But I don't have. I mean, I'm using the IDE, right? Online IDE. That's the reason I chosen this particular thing. And then here I wanna print from one to I wanna print from one to 9. So if you run it, you'll get the outputs, right? Let's try to run it. So here we got the output from 1 to 9. So as in the same way, what are the things, maybe if you want to even 19, 20, 88 also, you can simply give it. That's not even an issue. Simply you can click the right and you will get the values. Here you got the values up to 88. So as in this way, you can perform. Apart from this, I'll also explain you another sort of things. If you want to show any variance, let's show that variance also. So let's begin. Select and then here we can show the various. See, basically, I'm gonna print a 1.5, and I wanna show the variance. For that particular purpose, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mention the symbol, and then I'm going to choose a number which is known as 5.5. So if you run it, you'll get an output. You need to wait for some time and click. So here you got an output. Here you got an output 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5 in that way. If you want to show the simple variation in between those both numbers, what you need to do is you can simply give a zero point 0.5 value. That's the thing. So let's give and let's watch whether what sort of output are we gonna get. If you can simply give zero point 0.5, or else you can also give the 0.5, whatever it may be. See, let's give 0.5, 0.5, and again you need to give this dots. So if you run it again, you'll get the output. So here you got the output 1.5, and then 2.0, and then 2.5, and then 3.0, 3.5, 4.0, 4.5, 5.0, 5.5. So as in this way, you'll get all those values. So we can perform the collections in this particular way. So apart from this, another way I'm going to explain you. We want to show somewhat more variation. Then you can simply I can simply do it in this way also. So let's use a println. Okay, let's println, and let's mention what sort of things which you want to do different. Collect, and then let's mention inside this we can able to mention that particular thing like 1 point. You can simply mention, or no, you can simply mention if you want a variation of 10, you can simply mention that. And again, I want to print up to 100, right? So I want to click the 100, and then you can run. So you'll get the 1, 10, 20 in that way. Okay, 1, 11, 21, 31, 41, 51 in that way you got the values. So that's how it works. And then let's look at another sort of thing. So basically, up to now, I think you people got a clarity. So now let's do some reverse operations. So let's use the print, and then let's give ln also, and then now let's use the collect. So collect is something which is really interesting and different. I'm gonna print from 100, and I wanna print up to 0. So at this particular point of time, what we need to do is we can simply mention -20. -20 is nothing but simply a reduction. -20, and then let's mention 0. So let's try to run it, and then let's wait and watch for the output. So here you got an output 80, and it's we had mentioned -20, right? So it is deducting. So in that way, 80, 60, 40, 20, and finally it's 0. So as in this way, we will get the value. So that's it. So so this is something which is related to collect, and these are the operations which are related to collect. Okay, so now let's look at some other sort of things. Now let's try to fetch the values in the collect, and let's actually do all those things here. So for the purpose of fetching the values, what we need to do is let's use the print l, and then what we need to mention is collect. You need to mention some sort of number, number 1, number 2, number 3, as in this way. So let's mention here. So okay, before doing all such kind of things, let's assign something which is known as C1 actually. So here let's assign the C1, right here let's assign the C1. or else c10 is equals to, let's mention the same thing which is known as collect, and then let's perform. You can simply choose this, and then you can simply choose, okay, just a second, and then you can simply mention these sort of things here. Again, what you need to do is here, I mean, um, here you need to take the brackets and then 100, and let's mention the same thing which is located at the above, minus 20, and then again let's mention the same brackets, and then let's mention 0. So as in this way, and finally what we need to do is, so as in this way, they assign the values. Okay, just a second. Oops, no, right here. So this is nothing but c10. So c10 is equals to collect, this is the values, and if you want to get the output, you can also do in this way. You can simply assign, so this is the variable, this is the data which is available in the variable. You can simply mention c10. So well, up to now everything is fine, super fine. So now if you run, what exactly happens? So you're getting the same output here. You're getting the same output, whatever the output which you got previously, and again you're getting the same output. If you want to fetch any one separate value, then what you need to do is right here. Let's do it in another thing. Let's take another print ln, and then what we need to do is I'll explain you. So c10, and then whatever the numbers which you want to perform, you can simply mention that particular number. So if you are looking for the first value, you can simply mention 1. If you are looking for the second value, you can simply mention 2. If you are looking for the other value, you can simply mention the other value. But one thing which you need to remember is with the help of using square brackets only, you can simply get it. So now let's mention the square brackets, and let's mention 1. Now let's run it. You'll get a value which is known as yeah, here 100, because it's 1, 2, 3. I mean 100 is at the first position, 80 is at the second position, and 60 is at the third position, 40 is at the fourth position, and 20 is at the in all these kind of position, fifth position, and 0 is at the sixth position. So all these sort of things. Now let's take another, or let's fetch another thing. So here we need to yeah, let's fetch c10, and then yeah, here let's use 3. So if you run it again, what will happen is 60, we'll get the value which is known as 60. So here the final value will be 60. So why we got 60? It's because of it, the 60 is located at the third position. So as in this way, you can simply perform the collect oriented operations and collect oriented things as in this way. So that's about the collect, and that's it.